Welcome, everyone, and a very happy new year 2025. May it be successful for each and every one of you. And welcome to the show. Welcome to this new year of our show. And for most, if you do not know as to what the format of the show is, we talk about real estate and mindset. And Ria, my co-host, she talks about real estate and I talk about mindset. So together, her and I, we bridge the gap to your success. So today, my amazing co-host Ria is going to be taking over the conversation. So welcome, everyone. My name is 𝗥𝗵𝗲.
My name is Ria.
And welcome
to
our show. Ria, take over the conversation.
Thank you, 𝗥𝗵𝗲. So in order to proceed, I'm going to share my screen with you guys. All right. So today's topic is a continuation from the book of Robert Kiyosaki, Increase Our Financial IQ. And today's topic is, which brain controls your money? Which brain do you think controls your money or my money? The left brain, right brain, or is there something else that is part of the brain that controls the money? Mm-hmm. First, the reason why Robert became curious about the brain and how it works is because Robert wondered why so many people say one thing and yet they do another thing. For example, Robert may ask a person, do you want to be rich? Do you want to be wealthy? Most people will say from their logical left brain, yes, I really want to be rich. Yes, I really want to be wealthy. The problem is not found in their logical left brain. The problem is, it is our subconscious brain that's saying, not you, you'll never be rich. Or, how can you be rich? You don't have any money. So this is our subconscious talking to us. Not the left nor the right brain. Our subconscious. In most cases, it's the subconscious brain. It's our subconscious fear of failing that holds us back, that holds people back. It is this fear of failing that teachers use to motivate people in school. According to Robert, he remembered his teaching while in school saying to him, if you do not get good grades, you won't get a good job. So good grades is equal to good job. So if you don't get good grades, you won't get a good job. Later in life, when the A student who got the good jobs want to make career changes, okay, so this is now the A student who got a good job because they have a good grade, they got a good job, and now the problem is this A student, they want to make a career change. Their fear holds them prisoner. Fear of failing is one of the fears that A student had. For example, Robert has a friend who is an attorney. This A student attorney is from Harvard University. He wants to change, but he cannot. Robert's attorney's friend is afraid of doing something new because of fear, the big fear, the fear of failing, and the fear of not making enough money. The attorney says to Robert, I've been an attorney for so long, Robert. I don't know what else to do. Who else will pay me what I am earning? Who else will pay me, let's say, $500,000? I've been earning $500,000 for years. The attorney has a brilliant left brain, for sure. He is an attorney. The logical left brain of the attorney is brilliant. And according to Robert, this brilliant attorney who has a brilliant left brain has an underdeveloped right brain. underdeveloped, and an out-of-control subconscious brain. Again, the attorney or other A students have brilliant left brain, magnificent, but underdeveloped right brain and an out-of-control subconscious brain. Again, the subconscious brain is the most powerful of the three brains. It is the most powerful. You see how big this pie is? This is the subconscious brain. We have the left brain and the right brain. If we use them both, then they get equal percentage. But majority of the brain is our subconscious. Now, for A students who are very good in logical, like Robert says, they could have a big, brilliant left brain and an undersized right brain. So that pie would look like this. So they have a brilliant left, an underdeveloped right, and their subconscious brain is still big. All right. The subconscious mind is so powerful that it controls our addiction. For example, most smokers want to quit. You can logically explain to their left brain all the harmful effects of smoking. Hey, smoking can kill you. Hey, smoking will cost you all your monies. Well, you won't have any money left over. Hey, smoking can harm your, relatives or immediate loved ones that's taking care of you. Right? You're explaining, you're giving the logical left brain reasoning. Now, on the right brain, we show the right brain horrifying pictures of the lung cancer. So our right brain will have a picture of what the smoking does to our body and how it can cause lung cancer. The left logical will say, oh, it can cause cancer. Your money will all go to zero from all the treatments. Now, but if our subconscious brain, our subconscious mind wants to smoke, guess what? The person will always smoke, regardless of what the left logical tells us and regardless of what the right brain, gives a picture on our mind. Regardless if the subconscious wants to smoke, the person will smoke. That's how controlling is the subconscious brain. So in many ways, the subconscious brain controls our life. It controls our life. Regardless if we are an A student or an F student, the subconscious, that's how powerful it is. For most people, when it comes to money, there is a battle of the brains. Do you know why there is a battle of the brains? Left brain versus right brain. This is what we tell us. Going on inside of this left brain or right brain are. It is the conflict that caused many people to live below their means, when in reality, they want to improve their standard of living. So what do I mean by this? So when we say, I need to be cheap, I have to buy cheap, that's your left logical. You're doing the math now, right? That's why we're living below their means. But our right brain says, oh, but I want to have a higher standard of living. So that's when the battle of the brain exists, because our left brain says, oh, Ria, you cannot afford this. You can only afford $1. So you got to eat up this $1 food. But then my right brain says, oh man, those delicious green leafy vegetables. But when I go to the market, the cost of good is so high. They could be $7, $5, $9. So then what do? If I'm a left logical person, I'm an A student, then I'll say, oh, I got to stick to my budget. I got to stick to my A. And that's why that's the battle of the brains. Now here, I'm giving us a picture of what the left brain and the right brain looks like. So the left brain, according to this picture, is the yin. The left brain, this is the blue, is the left brain. That's the yang, the masculine portion. The right brain is the pink or the red there, and that's the yin. So the left brain controls logic, it's analytic, reasoning. You see that numbers, digital, practical, strategic, control, science, realistic. That's the left logical brain. Whereas the right brain, it's very colorful on this picture here. Because why? It's the poetry. It's the freedom, the passion, the creativity, the yearning, the peace, the intuitive, the visual, the emotional, the logical, the holistic, divergent, subjective. That's the right brain. The yin, the feminine side is the right brain. The left brain is the masculine side of things. Now I have this picture of a glacier. So when we look at the glacier, we only see a portion of it, 10% of it, and 90% of it. In this case, this is 99.5% to 95%. So 95 to 99.5% is the glacier buried under the ocean here, buried under the sea. That's how the mind is, the subconscious mind. Majority of under hidden is the subconscious mind. That's why it controls our life. Whereas the conscious mind, left or right, is only a small portion. According to this glacier picture, 0.5 to 5%. Now, with the real mind picture here, you see this conscious mind? You see how tiny it is? But look at the orange subconscious mind. That's how big the subconscious mind is. So on this slide, what is the real power of the subconscious mind? It has an influence on our behavior. That's why it controls our life. It has our memory storage, emotional processing, problem-solving abilities. Conscious mind versus subconscious mind. Conscious mind analyzes, evaluates, thinks, plans, and reasons. It is responsible for short-term memory. On this slide here, it's a 10%, whereas 90% is our subconscious mind. It is responsible for long-term memory, for the emotions, the feelings, the habits. That's why habit patterns, it's very important because our habit becomes what we do. Habit patterns and addiction. So even if you want to smoke, if we stop smoking, right? But if our subconscious mind says we want to smoke, regardless of the cost, regardless if it costs cancer, we are going to continue to smoke because the subconscious mind controls it. Involuntary reflexes, creativity, intuition, dreams are all under subconscious mind. So subconscious mind again, I want to emphasize, it is not a logical mind. It works 24 hours a day. It's responsible for the creativity. It has unlimited power, 90% power, servant, no filter. Interesting facts about the subconscious mind. It records everything, almost alert and awake. It controls 95% of our lives. It is built on habit. Our habit becomes what we do every day. It speaks to us in dreams. It has no verbal language. It takes everything literally. It can do trillions of things at once. It is not logical. It's the feeling mind. It's 1,000,000 times powerful than the conscious mind. So this topic talks about who controls our money, which brain controls our money. So my question to you is, knowing now the left brain, the right brain, and the subconscious mind, what part of the brain controls you? What part of the brain controls our money? So let me know in the comment section below what is your one key takeaway, and stay tuned for more of the Alka and Ria show.
Ria, that was awesome. I mean, I love the colorful illustration. I think that's just so visualized for people because, when we have something that we know, whether it's, you know, habit, because your habitual habits is what really takes you to where you want to go, right? So making those habits is, you know, people, like, it's New Year's, it's 2025, January 2025 just started, and most often, you know, people have make New Year's resolutions, but then most people do not stick to the New Year's resolutions. Why is that? Because, you know, they don't have a crystal, they don't have a plan in motion. They don't have a plan to say, you know, that they're really serious about. So I think New Year's resolutions is very, you know, it's actually very apt to talk about it, because as you're talking about the subconscious mind, the conscious, the left brain, the right brain. So to me, what comes to mind is resolutions. Why people make New Year's resolutions, but then most don't stick to them.
Right. In planning, like Eisenhower, right? He was the general responsible during World War II. He was the planning. He said, plans fail, but the planning, the act of planning is very important. So when we have New Year's resolution, it's good to have those resolutions. And one or two resolutions we may drop it down, or we may not achieve it, but we have to pivot, we have to change, right? If one thing does not work, it doesn't mean that we have to give up to it. We have to
Yeah.
change. And those daily habits that lead to those changes is very important, because what we do daily becomes our habit, and the habit, we through habits we reach our destiny, we reach our goal. So it's very important, like you said, you know, habits, it takes a while, 67 days before it becomes solid, our foundation, and then we see the results. So stick to it. Stick to it every day. Develop good habits, great habits, because you will see the results. Your dreams will be closer than you think.
Exactly. And don't quit, because the moment that, you know, we all tend to just quit and say, well, you know, I just can't achieve this. I just can't do this. And when you start to affirm those, you know, affirm that to yourself, then naturally it's just not going to happen, because you didn't allow it to happen. You just quit the moment where you thought, you know, you could have gotten closer to your goal.
You just do
But
plan B, right? Change of plans, but never ever quit on it. Just change strategically. Your plan B, or execute it differently, but you're
yeah,
still headed to the right direction.
right, exactly. Like I said, you know, pivot, but don't give up.
Give up. That's right.
Exactly. That's it. Well, Ria, that was awesome. And I hope you guys all learned, you know, what was the takeaway that you've gotten from this session. So always just let us know as to what your goals are and what you hope to achieve in 2025. We look forward to seeing that. So as always, make the rest of the day the best of the day. Make the rest of your year the best year possible. We will see you at the same time, same place come tomorrow morning. Bye for now, guys.